Hey guys, so I asked in a previous video, are older iPhones still usable today? And it kind of took me a couple videos to realize that you need something around the iPhone 6 if you still want it to be used as like a regular everyday phone with a data plan and everything. Now it comes to the question of today's video, can you still use older Macs today? Well, with some, you can still completely use it. This here is an early 2015 MacBook Pro and it was only dropped 2 years ago. This runs macOS 12 Monterey and it still gets security updates. This is my main editing machine. This is how you're seeing this video right now. Isn't that neat? Some older Macs you can, some others not really. I want to say the year gap in which older Macs are still usable are from 2009 onwards. And while yes, High Sierra is over 6 years old, I still think it's a usable operating system for most people. And while yes, things are leaving support for it now, there's still quite a lot of web applications that still support High Sierra, as that's what you're mainly doing on a computer that old anyways, web browsing. Take this mid-2010 MacBook Pro for an example. This runs macOS High Sierra and it still runs it pretty much just fine. The only downside with this machine is that there's no battery in it, so I can't turn it on unless it's plugged in. That's the thing that's going to be happening with these older MacBooks as they age, is that the battery will start to swell up inside of it, and so you're gonna have to take it out. But luckily for you, when you have one of these unibody models, you can just unscrew the bottom case, unscrew the battery, and just boom, take it out like that. Now yes, it won't be a great experience considering it would be a 10-plus-year-old processor, maybe even a spinning mechanical hard drive, and a lower amount of RAM. Unless you already gave your computer new life by installing an SSD and giving it more RAM. Up until the mid-2010s, these things were actually built to last, while being easily upgradable and repairable. Not to mention, before the 2016 MacBooks, the keyboards were actually a dream to type on. The scissor switch mechanism was actually the best in the market out there. No other competitor could beat the MacBook in terms of keyboard and also trackpads. I should also talk about the dreaded 2011 MacBook Pros with the AMD graphics that would eventually fail. Yeah, there were a lot of these machines that would fail due to the faulty AMD graphics. Why were these graphics failing so much? Well, because these MacBooks were getting hot, and the heat that was being pushed on these chips were shorting them out, and making it to the point where they didn't even function anymore. There is a guide on how to disable these graphics chips and running it off the Intel graphics instead, but after a while, it's not gonna be a very good experience. Your motherboard might just completely die. I mean, hell, mine did. Another reason as to why a lot of people use older MacBooks is the wide selection of ports that they came with. Look how many ports are on this machine. You got MagSafe, Ethernet, FireWire, Thunderbolt, 2 USB ports, an SD card slot, and a headphone jack. That's what made these MacBook models so popular. The connectivity was a lot for people and it was really helpful. Even the later Retina models had pretty good connectivity. Look, they even added HDMI to the MacBooks. These machines were pretty damn good. When 2016 hit, we were hit with that stupid butterfly keyboard. Everyone hated it, and no one had a good experience with that butterfly keyboard.
It is a great keyboard, and I could talk all day about it.
So what should you go with? Well, on the MacBook Pro side, the mid-2009 model only goes to El Capitan, and everything has lost support for that operating system. As for the classic MacBook side, the 2009 model can go all the way up to High Sierra, so you're still somewhat supported. As well as the iMac side, if you have a late 2009, you're pretty much good to go. Do I recommend these for everyday use? No, not really, but they are a nice collection piece, and if you just want to get some little bit of work done, then I would have no problem using this. These machines could even be used as school devices. They're pretty much as cheap as a Chromebook, so you could probably use it as one, while having more support for applications unlike the Chromebooks themselves. Thank you all for watching this video. If you have enjoyed this video and you want to see more like this, make sure you leave a like, maybe even subscribe if you're new, and I will see you guys in the next one.